How are we going, everybody? Hope you're enjoying your day, no matter what part of the world you live in or on. I live on Lethbridge, not in it because I'm not in the ground, I'm on top of the ground, but what's in the ground are my capsicums. These are last year's ones, and this is the only one that's taken forever to take off. Just kicking into gear there. You can see all the other ones are as well. Now, they're under cover, means they didn't get all that wonderful rain that we had coming through in the last week. So I've had to hand water them and the drip system as well. And we've gone through all that in the past. But what I do want to show you is the first capsicum. Now, be it all, it's been sunburnt on this side there because we've had some high winds, hot weather as well. But we've got plenty of little ones coming on down here. The weather hasn't been hot enough, stable enough, long enough for it to set fruit properly, but it's giving it a go. Oh geez, have a look at this. I've got to learn to look around here. I've got capsicums everywhere. Look at these ones here. Growing there as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this. Who would have thought that I can grow capsicums this early in the season? It may not be early for you guys, but it's early for me because Lethbridge doesn't allow for us to have a hot weather early in the season. But what it does allow to grow really well is grass. Check it out. It's soft. It's cushioning, isn't it? What's the name? Layer. If you're growing vegetables or capsicums under cover, make sure you keep them hydrated because without water there's no life or very little life. So these need to be extra hydrated because we're not getting any rainfall on them. Now I've got onions planted between the capsicums. I've also just finished planting my cucumbers over here. Now these ones, I can't remember the name, but they were brought in from Greece or Cyprus. So it's my first time I'm growing those, and I have lost one seedling over here, which gets eaten to the ground, and that can happen quite easily whilst the plants are quite small. This was a small seedling. It's gone. There it is. There's a little bit. Can you see that? That's what's left of it. There, just withered away. But the others are doing well, and I have got a spare one to replace it. What you should be doing at this time of the year with your veggies, if you haven't done so already, because most of you would have had them in the ground for at least a couple of months. Closing in on to 3 months if you started in September, October, November, December. Yeah, October, November. Yeah, 3 months. Feed them. This is an old bucket. It's the old superfood. I'm using the fine grade. Now, if you don't have superfood or you can't get it, just use some compost. And it is literally just a light dressing around the top. And that's the same with the compost. You don't want to cake it on. You just want a light dressing over the top, around, and then a quick watering in to activate it. And what you're doing is feeding the good bacteria, the good microbes and fungi in the soil that will in turn feed your plants. So feed your soil to feed your plants. Don't feed your plants to feed your soil. Feed your soil, prepare them well. If you want to feed your plant, you can liquid feed and spray it on the foliage or just hose them down. But by feeding the soil, you're feeding everything that's coming out of the soil, and that includes plants. Superfood, top dressing around the top and a good watering in. Do not walk away and not water it in because it'll just die off whatever good bacteria is in there. And look after your plants and keep them well hydrated, especially with this crazy Melbourne weather that we're experiencing. Well, I am especially. And we'll be back to harvest some of these when they're really ready. I'm not sure if they're green or yellows. I can't remember what these ones were, but we'll come back and harvest them later in the season and then share a couple of Greek dishes that we'd like to make with them. If you're watching this as we've just uploaded, switch over to 693. I'm filling in this weekend. Darren and James are both away, so me and Emily Power are doing the segment. So gardening show, tune in 693 AM dial 3AW talking gardening with me, and check out our website. We're running our specials. It finishes at midnight. Buy one, get one free on a whole range of Vasili's Choice products. From me, Vasili, Maresi, that's vasilisgarden.com.